With the power of the universe, where any 3 wishes can be granted, today we have the genie. He can smash his enemies into other dimensions and obliterate anyone who stands in his way with a single charge. Today we are using the genie in the Dark Mirror, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so here we are in Act 1, and we have found the main man himself, Genie.
Yeah, baby!
Now, Genie is a physical power skull, so we do want to build him up with some courage, but this one is going to be a slightly different run because we have found the Chosen Hunter's Arrow. So we are going to be trying to find a lot of crit items, so Thieves' Black Steel Daggers, Gunpowder Sword, the Assassin's Dagger, and we want to build him up that way. But for the items we are rocking, we've got the Standard Sword, the Carlane Insignia, the Ring of Wind, the Chosen Hunter's Arrow, and the Hunter's Boots. Now, we have got 69 bone fragments going into Yggdrasil, so we'll be able to upgrade this guy up to unique. And the best thing about Genie himself is his dash. Now, his dash is probably the best in the game. Even though he is a power skull, he does get 2, and you do get a lot of invincibility frames on it, so it is very, very good. And when you do get this guy up to legendary, you do become invulnerable on every skill that you cast, which is great. And right here, we can just dodge straight through his attack, go back for the normals. Now, we're not doing too much damage right now, but if we get that courage and some more crit up, we will be scaling like there's no tomorrow. And the one problem I have with Genie is I'm not too big of a fan of his swap. That's probably the worst part of his kit in my opinion. But other than that, his basic attacks are good. He does a lot of damage with his skills. You can't really go wrong with him. And here we go, Yggdrasil should be out of his first phase. And if we can find the Bone of Courage, that would obviously work wonders for Genie here because he is a power skull himself. So we'll be able to get the bonus 80% amplification to our physical attack, which is always great. We can swap into shield here, but we are really wanting some Gunpowder Sword. Like I said, that is probably the best item in the run that we can find right now because the Chosen Hunter's Arrow, which is my favorite of the Adventurer's legendaries, does require crits to actually scale your physical damage up. And you can also do it with magic runs using the invisible knife, but Genie here is a physical boy. And we should be able to come in here and finish it off with a charge. And there we go, Yggdrasil is down. And let's open the chest here. What are we going to get? And we do get the Solar Sword, which is very nice. If we can find Fulgent Dawn on this run, that will be great. But let's head over here into the Curses. And right now, we are going to be picking up Soul Strike and picking up Kingslayer. And let's move on to Act 2. But before that, we can come down here and upgrade Genie into Unique. Okay, so we have unique Genie here, and as you can see, when he dashes, he has a few clones come out and throw punches, and his moves have all changed. So when he does physical attacks now, he does throw out a giant form of himself. And there we go, the purple guy is finally dead. We don't have the slowness effect anymore. We can make our way over here, dash through all of the trumpet guys. The Genie Smash should be able to kill everybody. And as you can see, we are playing in level 8 of the hard mode. Let's open the ominous chest. And you know what? We are going to be taking the Raven Monarch's Feather just for now. But like I was saying, we are into level 8 of the Dark Mirror. I do want to start playing on these higher levels just because it makes the runs a bit harder. We're going to be having a lot more fun, so we really want to be able to find the good items to really do a ton of damage. But with Genie, he should work out perfectly because of the amount of invulnerability he has on his skills. So he's really just the perfect fit for hard mode. And we do get the remaining one, which is always nice. We'll get a free skull out of this. So let's speak to the remaining one. We will take the little hit of health to get the extra bone fragments. Water Skull, thank you for your sacrifice. You can just get destroyed.
Thank you.
And let's move on to the shop. And we will come up top here. We're going to re-roll for a better item. And we do find Infinite Bone, which is certainly not bad. So we'll be taking it. We are also going to be taking the Hunter's Wooden Longbow for the extra strike and crit damage. And we're going to be destroying the Raven Monarch's Feather and locking in Courage. Now we can move on, take the next bone room because we do want to get this guy up to legendary as quick as possible. Now that is the reroll NPC, which I'm not too worried about, so we'll just be sticking with the skills we've got because these are my 2 favorite on Genie. Now let's make our way up top. Only got a final few enemies to kill. Let's see who we get. The living armor can just get destroyed. Up to 73 bone fragments. Get this guy up to legendary. Hopefully it can just be after the sisters fight or at the adventurers. Alchemist can just get destroyed. Let's move on to the adventurer fight.
Okay, let's go.
And here we're going to be fighting the witch and the hero. Certainly not a bad pair. We're going to be trying to take out the witch first. Luckily, the invulnerability frames are just so good. And that is the witch down. The hero is nearly finished. We can hit him with the final tackle. And Kingslayer should be able to finish him off. And we didn't get anything from them. And we do get prisoner.
Naughty, naughty. You teasing me?
Please, just show up in Act 1 so I can use you. But we can destroy the prisoner. And this is going to enable us to get Genie here up to legendary. And here we go, we have the legendary Genie. He's going to be doing a ton more damage for us, which I am certainly not going to complain about. We're just going to make our way up top here and kill all the trumpet guys first. Now, with Genie, I don't have too much experience with him, so I'm really hoping that he can prove to me in this run here that he is extremely good. I mean, he's doing a ton of damage for us right now, and we've only got the big purple guy left. He is finished. Let's see what we get in the chest. And nothing too good. We will take the Ancient Incense Burner just for the max HP. Now let's take the next Skul room. Now we are going to be wanting to max out the health totem before we do anything, and then maybe going for a little bit of some skill cooldowns. And let's see who we are going to get. Water Skull can just get destroyed. Let's move on here, and we're going to be going up top for the reroll, and we only get the Wind Spirit, so we might as well pick it up, and we'll just let that get destroyed. We will open the red flask, swap shield for Gargoyle and him for Ent, and let's take the next bone room here. And we've got the final few guys up top. Luckily, a charge should be able to kill most of these guys. Now, if we can get, like I said, thieves, it would work very well because we are doing a lot of basic attacks. Ghoul can just get destroyed. So if we can find thieves and gunpowder, that'd be just the perfect ending to this run. Let's make our way up top for the final few enemies, and let's see who we're going to be getting. Clown can just get destroyed. We are onto the sisters fight, so we should have this in the bag. Let's go kill them.
This is big brain time.
Okay, the sisters here shouldn't be causing us any problems at all.
Liar.
We can just wait for them both to use the golden attack. We're just going to wait for one of the sisters to actually stay, and here we go. We can fight the one by himself, use the invulnerability frames, and we can get a few stuns off. Let's just hit it with all the skills, and you do need to be wary of the Genie Smash here because you do use it quite far ahead in front of you, so if you're not used to the range, you might miss the shots quite a few times. And we've got one of the sisters back in again. Unfortunately, it is the wrong one, so we'll still do damage to her because it does take some max health off the second phase. And there we go, the sister is finished. Took a little bit of damage there, but we should be fine. This is probably one of the hardest fights for Genie because they are just moving around so much, even though we're not taking too much damage. But I'm just going to be a little bit careful here because we are on a very low amount of health, so I'm just going to shut up. We need to concentrate and kill this lady without taking any more hits. And there we go, the sister is down. Had to concentrate and sweat it out just a little bit because we were going to be losing the revive if we did get hit. Luckily, I did manage to bring it back. And let's open the chest here. And we do get the giant axe, so we are going to be picking it up. We will swap it for the Ring of Wind. Let's move on here to the curses. And we'll be putting a point into Soul Strike and then putting a point into Super Baby. And we can move on here to Act 3. But before that, we're going to be upgrading the health totem. Got 3 ticks on that, which is not bad at all. We do want to start prioritizing a little bit of the items. And we do get chest room, which is always great. If we can find Hope Slasher, that would be extremely nice. And there we go. We have found the golden key. Let's open the chest here, see what we're going to get. And was losing the 70 health worth it at all? I mean, for Crown of Thorns, it absolutely was. So let's pick this up. We're going to be taking it for the Ancient Incense Burner. And Crown of Thorns now is giving us a little bit of misfortune. We've got the extra 15% crit rate. And whenever we do crits, we do deal some physical damage. Let's open the Ominous Chest. And we're just going to be destroying the 13th bone. Move on, take the next Skul room. Now, if we can find a shot very soon, that'll be nice because we're running a little bit low on health. We did take a lot of damage in that chest room, unfortunately. And I don't know what's happened, but apparently we've just taken about 50 damage from one singular move, which I am very confused about. So we are on 1 HP. If we get hit by anything, we will die. And we do have the shot, so we need to just be extremely careful here. Luckily, everybody's dead. We didn't die. We can see who we get. Mummy can just get destroyed. Now, we are going to be taking the food, and we will also take the Executioner's Axe for the Hunter's Boots. And we do find Fulgent Dawn, which is extremely nice. We're going to be picking up the Lunar Luna ring. And we're also going to be swapping Ent out here for Rockstar. Now let's move on, take the next bone room here. Just trying to get to the sisters as quick as possible. And let's see who we get. Clown can just get destroyed. We're going to be taking the next bone room here. Looking really low on health right now. So if we can find the halfling girl, that'll be extremely nice. Get a little bit of HP off that. And we've got the final purple dude up here. Luckily, he shouldn't be doing too much against us, and we should be able to just take him out nice and easy. There we go. He is finished. And let's see who we get. Alchemist can get destroyed. But first, we're going to swap out for Rockstar. And we're on 36 health. I would like to keep the revive maybe until Joan. So we're going to be swapping out here into Genie. Just wanting to keep as much HP as possible whilst we're in this fight. Luckily, the invulnerability frames we're getting, we're going to be doing a lot of damage to them, and they can't really do too much to us. But we're just going to be taking it nice and slow here. And they're all trapped here. They are all getting stunned. So we're just going to try and break them all in the corner. And there we go. The hero's dead. We've only got the paladin and the ninja. There we go. The paladin is finished. Got taken out mid-air. Only got the ninja left, and he is down. Really just looking for a big health pot from you guys. But we do also get the warrior's pauldrons. We're going to be swapping out infinite bone for the warrior's pauldrons, and we'll also be swapping out the warrior's gloves for the insignia. And let's destroy Predator here. We will move on, and we're going to be upgrading the health totem quite a lot with the bone fragments we do have. We're going to be needing the max HP because we are taking quite a lot of damage. Let's take the item room, and we're really just trying to find, like I said, them better crit synergy items. We still haven't found the assassin's dagger yet, and we've got the final golem up top. Luckily, we should just be able to take him out with a few dashes. And let's wait for the bomb to explode, see what we get in the chest. And we do find gunpowder sword, so we are going to be picking it up for the hunter's wooden longbow. Now, I know the crit damage is nice, so you know what, we're actually going to be taking it for the warrior's pauldrons. Let's head over to the next skull room, and the only thing I want now is if we can find good old thieves black steel daggers, because that will just complete this run fully. Even if we get Hope Slasher, which will be nice, it is not necessary. And let's see who we get. It is a legendary. Let's open this. Arclich, thank you for your sacrifice, my friend. And we are into the shop. We are going to be taking the health. We'll also buy the bone fragments. And let's move on here. Take the next skull room. We can get a lot of the totems upgraded. Once we've got the HP finished, we will move on and get some skill cooldowns and attack speed, because that works perfectly with the crits and the way you actually want to be using Genie. And we do get the halfling girl down here, which is great. We're going to get a little bit of max HP. So if we do take quite a bit of damage in this room, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's speak to the halfling girl. We should be able to get to full HP no matter what. And there we go. We will take the 30%. Let's make our way to the top. We get another legendary. We do get champion. We will just let you get destroyed. We're actually going to move on to the next item room here. We're looking very healthy on the bone fragments, so we don't need too many more of those. It will help because we will be able to get our physical totem and get some ticks onto that. Trying to find Thieves Black Steel Dagger is probably a better priority for us right now, and we're really just trying to make our way to Chimera as quick as possible right now then. And let's open the chest. We don't get anything too good, so we're just gonna move on to the Chimera fight, and this should be an absolute breeze. Okay, here we are on Chimera. Shouldn't be causing us a problem at all, like I said. Now, if we can find a good quintessence, that would be quite nice. If we can find Troll, that would literally be perfect. And we do just want to be playing it a little bit safe. We are going to be sitting here. We can't do the basics anymore because we do move forwards on them. Let's get the invulnerability frames out, and we're just wanting to get the crits built up so we can do some big damage here with gunpowder sword. And let's just sit by his feet, keep on doing the basics. We'll dodge his big attack there, dodge through the poison, and Chimera here isn't really standing a chance against us. Fulgent Dawn and a few more hits should be able to finish this guy off. We'll hit him with the Genie Smash, and there we go. The tackle has finished Chimera off. We did take a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but it was perfectly fine. Let's open the chest here, see what we get. And I did ask for a good quintessence, and we do get my favourite one in Susanoo. So let's be picking that up. We can move on to the curses. Let's come in here. We will upgrade Soul Strike to max, and we're also going to be upgrading Super Baby to max as well. Now let's move on to Act 4. But before that, let's upgrade some totems. Okay, so we got the health maxed out. We've then started putting them into the skull cooldowns and attack speed, because that just works really well with Gunpowder Sword and the crits. But if we can find some better crit items, like I said, even the Assassin's dagger we will take at this point. Let's move on to the next item room. And Act 4 should be a breeze here for us. We're just trying to get to the adventurers as quick as possible. And we're gonna pop Susanoo here just to kill all the big guys. And the reroll NPC, we're just gonna leave you behind. We will use the traps to kill the paladin at the back. And a few more enemies left down here. Let's open the chest. And nothing good, so we'll just move on to the next skull room. Just trying to keep the health as maxed out as possible. Luckily, nobody's really doing too much damage unless they're a purple enemy. So let's make our way up top. Few more enemies left up here. And we are onto the shop. Let's see who we get. Mummy can get destroyed. And we will be swapping Alchemist out for Water Skull. And let's buy the 10 bone fragments. Move on to the next skull room. And let's make our way in here. We're going to be popping Susanoo straight away. Use the genie swapping to do a big amount of damage. Hit him with a tackle, and that should finish most of these guys off. Now, getting that skill cooldown and the attack speed does really work wonders for Genie. If we could have found Pain and Despair, that would be quite nice as well and would work very well with him. Let's see who we get. Clown can get destroyed. We'll move on to the next item room. And is that an NPC I see down there? It is only Little Gust. It's not exactly the best. If we could find King Slime, that'd be insanely helpful, especially if we get the Chosen Hunter's arrow duplicated. And we can't actually speak to him. We don't have enough money, so we're just going to move on. Let's kill the candle throwers. Only got a few enemies left up top here, so let's just pop the genie smash to kill all of these guys up here. And let's open the chest. Still nothing too good, so let's take the next item room. We'll just step on the traps to kill everybody. Luckily, the charge should be able to do enough damage on the big guys. We'll pop Susanoo here. And the purple guys down. We've only got a few enemies remaining up top. And we can actually cheese it just a little bit and hit them from below. We'll hit the big guy with the charge. And it's looking like we are onto the adventurers, so let's open the chest here. Unfortunately, nothing good again, so we're just going to get rid of the debuffs, move on. All that I ask is probably that you don't give me the archer. That's probably the worst one. I mean, thief isn't bad. We should be fine fighting him. As long as you don't do some ridiculous amount of damage to me, we should be fine. We'll hit him with a Susanoo. That does quite a bit. Go with the invulnerability frames to stun him. And we can hit the charges. Luckily, with Ninja, he does have the lowest amount of HP. And we can really take advantage of that when he does sit in the corner. We can stun him with the big attack here. Whilst he's sat down, we'll hit him with a charge. And let's stun him. Let's let him do his big attack. Just go for the basics. And this should be a dead thief here. We'll pop a Susanoo, stun him so he does get hit by it, and Kingslayer is going to be finish him off. We can see what we get. Only a little bit of HP, which is not bad. We'll destroy Mummy, and let's move on. We can upgrade these skill cooldowns another 3 times. Nearly got that one maxed out, so we will just be taking the next item room here because we do want a little bit better items. And let's get the charge off. We should just be able to kill the purple guy up here. And let's make our way up top. We should have a few enemies up here remaining, or not. So let's just open the chest. And that Hand of Glory is quite nice, so we are going to be taking it instead of the standard sword. Let's move on to the next item room. Really just looking for a shop so we can get our health max back out. Let's use these skills here. We've only got the purple enemy, and she's not going to be doing anything to us, so we can just wait for our skill cooldowns. And I've got to say, my opinion on Genie here has changed massively, because I did not think he was the greatest Skul, but he is proving me wrong from what he's doing here in today's video. And let's open the chest. Nothing too good against. We'll take the next skull room. If you can find another legendary, that'll be good, just to try and get the totems as maxed out as possible. You always want to try and aim to get them all fully completed. And let's make our way up top. Final few enemies, so we're just going to be popping Susanoo here, and that should be able to finish everybody off. Let's see who we get. And Minotaur, we are going to be swapping out for Water Skull. Let's take the health, and of course Prisoner is showing up for the second time today, and we're going to be locking in Antique here just to get the extra max life, which is perfect for us. Let's take the next item room. Let's swap out into Genie so we can do our big damage here, get the invulnerability frames on, and we are just trying to make our way all the way over to Joan, because right now nothing is really going to stop us. So let's open the ominous chest. Nothing good against. We're going to destroy the symbol of death, move on to the item room. We're going to be popping Susanoo here just to deal with most of the enemies freeze and the purple guy. Let's just make our way all the way over to the end so we can actually get rid of the totem, and if we make our way we should be able to kill this archer now, and the reroll NPC can just stay there. Let's check the chest. Nothing too good, so we will move on to the Joan fight. And we all know Joan has her 2 phases in the totems and then the fight against herself, so we are going to be using Susanoo here just to get a little bit of damage off on both of these totems. Could have probably saved it for the fight against Joan herself, but we should be fine because we're dealing enough damage on our own. Fulgent Dawn's going to pop, and that is the first totem destroyed. And there we go, the second one should be finished after this. There we go, Kingslayer has popped it. We're on to Joan. We've got the skill cooldown. Susanoo should be back in time. Let's just make our way up top. We don't need to worry about her summoning the orbs because we've got the invulnerability frames. Let's just go in for the basics. Summon Susanoo here, and she's got a decent bit of a health taken off. She's just going to be sitting in the middle, but we can just hit her on this bottom point here, use our skills to be invulnerable through all of that attack, and Joan is pretty much useless against us here. We can still just attack, use the giant smash and the tackle. Gunpowder Sword just pulling off so much damage for us, and there we go, Joan is finished. And let's open the chest, see what we can get, and nothing too good, so we'll just destroy the infinite bone, move on to the hero fight. Before that, we do have the curses, and we're going to be putting the rest of the points into Go-Getter, just so Gunpowder Sword and the Crown of Thorns can get a lot of damage off, so we'll put 2 points into that, move on to Act 5, and we don't have enough bone fragments to upgrade any of the totems, so we're just going to be trying to save our money to buy the food in this shop, and let's make our way in here. What is there going to be? Nothing too good, so we will just go in here, buy the food, and let's make our way to the hero fight. And it is about that time, guys, where I do say if you have enjoyed today's video and you do want to help support the channel, make sure you do drop a like, subscribe if you are new here, and there will be a playlist down in the description with all my other Skul videos in it, so if you do want to watch them, and there will also be a link to the Discord down there, so if you want to speak to me and any of the members of the channel, there'll be a link down in the description. We've got a hero to kill, so let's go. Okay, here we are at the hero. We know he's got his 2 phases. The first one shouldn't be too bad, so we are just going to pop Susanoo here. We do have the invulnerability frames, which is absolutely perfect for us, so we can just dodge out the way of all of his attacks. Don't want to be taking too much damage on this first phase here, so if we can play it right, we should be perfectly fine. We'll hit him with a charge through that, and he's already taken quite a lot of damage. We'll hit him with the basics, let Gunpowder Sword do its business. Let's wait for him to do his massive attacks, go for the giant slam, hit him with a charge, and you're not doing anything to us here, hero. And luckily, he is doing his big attacks, so we're just going to sit in the corner, dodge through all of this. And we've got Susanoo up, but we're not going to be using it. Let's get the stun off, hit him with a charge, and the hero is nearly dead. There we go, Kingslayer has finished him off. We are in the second phase, so we shouldn't have a problem at all. We are going to be starting off with using Susanoo here. So let's pop Susanoo, get a little bit of charge damage off on this guy, and Fulgent Dawn's activated. We're getting some big damage. Let's just wait for him to come back in so we can get the big crit damage off. Hit him with the stun, and whilst he's stood still, let's just go for the basics. Luckily, the iframes on his moves are doing us wonders right now. Let's just try and keep it safe. We'll go for the charge, hit him with the giant smash. We're just waiting for that Susanoo cooldown to get back, and whilst he's doing this attack, let's just sit next to him, dodge through the rest of it, and we will use our skills to get the invulnerability off. Let's pop Susanoo, hit him with a charge, use the giant slam, and he's moving around an absolute ton. You're going to sit still for me here, mate. Let's hit him with a dash again, and we did lose revive. I'm going to shut up because I want to win this. Let's concentrate. Let's get this done. And there we go, the hero is destroyed, and that's Dark Mirror level 8 beaten. Okay guys, so that was our genie run in the Dark Mirror. So if you guys did enjoy it, you do want to help support the channel, make sure you do drop a like, subscribe if you are new here. This has been Mystic, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.